Mr. Lemieux. I suggested that all of us, as Americans, had a duty to take care of people living in this land. And that extends to Saint Denis.
It ain't complex, Lemieux. And only an idiot like you, buddy, would try to make it so.
I will not deny idiocy, sir, but perhaps now is not the time.
Typical pansy.
You are drunk, Ferdinand.
I'm not drunk, you fool. But this man loves darkies.
Hey, you are pretty drunk. Yeah, what say you and me cool off? How do you do?
Get your hands off me.
Come on, sleep it off.
All right, okay, goddammit.
Sit down and calm down. Count to 1,000. Then you can rejoin the party.
Thank you, sir.
My pleasure.
Henri Lemieux. I hope you're enjoying my party.
The mayor.
Allegedly.
There's quite a place you got here.
It's not mine, and the city is horribly in debt, but we can still put on a good show. Do you know Evelyn Miller?
My lord. The writer?
Well, we seem to have another deranged drunkard on our hands.
Shall we?
Oh, my lord, they're fantastic.
Excuse me, brother. Mr. Please. Mr. Cornwall was quite insistent, I'm afraid. He shouted down the telephone for several minutes.
Mr. Cornwall is a horse's ass, and a bad horse.
I'm very sorry, sir.
It's not your fault. I'm a fool for trusting him. I'll come in and sign it in a minute. Let me enjoy the fireworks.
Of course.
Did he say something about Cornwall? Yes. Find out what. Sure.
Hey, Marcos.
They got the smell my underarm. I just shove it. Go, Chris. I know. Okay, how does the fuck everybody get to that?
Oh, snap. Anakin, you had me for a minute.
No problems? Everything's fine. We have the place well secured. Good.
Mr. Bromley has a habit of wandering about and reading whatever he likes.
We're watching him and his men like hogs.
Thank you, Mr. Terrapin.
Hey! Is everything taken care of? The telephone, it keeps ringing.
The mayor said he will sign later. Marie! Marie! Find that little reprobate Jib and beat him. I will not have standards slip in this hub. I'm sorry, sir, but the party is in the garden. The residence is purely for family. I do hope you understand.
Forgive me. I was unaware.
Have you lost your mind? I said, have you lost your mind? Come here. Come here. Look at me. Look at me. Who do you think you are? This area is not meant for the likes of you. You know this. The standards in this house are slipping. This is a final warning to you, miss. A final warning. Now get out of my sight.
No, that's it! Guards! Guards! We have an intruder!
Hey!
Is everything taken care of? The telephone, it keeps ringing.
The mayor said he will sign later. Marie! Marie! Find that little reprobate Jip and beat him. I will not have standards slip in this house. Have you lost your mind? I said, have you lost your mind? Come here. Come here. Look at me. Look at me. Who do you think you are? This area is not meant for the likes of you. You know this. Standards in this house are slipping. This is a final warning to you, miss. A final warning. Now get out of my sight. I'm sorry, sir, but the party's in the garden. The residence is purely for family. I do hope you understand.
Forgive me. I was unaware. Mr. Leviticus Cornwall. Top secret. Extremely confidential. Very interesting.
How do you do?
What's gotten into you?
What
Is there some problem here?
Find anything? I think so.
Nothing. This town is a waste of time.
Maybe not. I think...
Gentlemen, I think we're done here.
What did you find out?
There's plenty of money moves through here, of course, and I think I found out how we can grab some of the big bank. Real one, I mean. But not yet.
A city bank?
maybe. And a stuffed one. If we're gonna leave, that could be the one thing we need.
There's also that trolley car station Senor Bronte told us about, and I heard about a high-stakes poker game. Come on. Here comes Lenny. All right, let's get in. Go home.
Oh, I ain't never felt so awkward in all my life. All them folk all so pleased with themselves. Oh, high society's pigeon shit. If you ask me, it's more like torture.
Well, that's sort of the point, isn't it? Let the people torture themselves.
Here's them papers I took.
Anybody see you take this?
I don't think so.
I might have an idea. Let me think on it. Interesting times.
I guess. So what's next? Dancing lessons? Deportment?
More along the lines of armed robbery. Hosea is handling reconnaissance on the bank. He and Abigail are gonna run some distractions, see how the law react.
Good.
Oh, and I spoke to Evelyn Miller. Fine man. Here helping the Indian chief we saw.
Yeah, I met him too, with the mayor.
He's lobbying officials in Saint Denis on their behalf. Maybe we could help.
Maybe.
Now, I think there's a lot of money on the riverboat. A lot of money. And Trelawney, he's investigating for us. He says to meet him at the Taylor's.
Okay.
One big score down here, Arthur, and we disappear. We are almost heading home.
Where is home?
I don't know. Exactly. But I can smell it. I'm gonna go investigate this trolley thing old Bronte was talking about.
Okay.
Little Miss Romance. I was right.
About what?
Saint Denis.
How so?
It ain't romantic. Evil.
Evil can be very
How are you
romantic.
today, Arthur?
I talked to this couple in town. They told me there's this old rumor about people drinking blood. Human blood.
See that? That is how you get a good point.
Thank you for your help with Miss Jackson.
Don't mention him, Miss Grimshaw.
You're a fine man, Mr. Morgan. Sometimes, at least.
Thank you. I think.
Fine. Why?
No reason. You got some guts, kid. That's for sure.
Well, I suppose I should move a bit.
How's it going? Good.
How are you?
There he is. Good morning, Arthur.
Say, Morgan. Morgan, you got any hair pomade?
Hi, John.
Hi there, Billy.
Hey, Charles.
Mary Beth.
Oh, there he is. Big bad Morgan. Not now, Uncle. I ain't in the mood.
Drink cow piss instead of milk again?
Can't talk about this now, okay?
Well, I'm very sorry to have bothered you.
Hello.
What's wrong, Mr. Pearson?
Nothing. Oh, nothing.
Well, then why do you look like a beaten dog?
How you doing, Mrs. Adler?
How are you? Been quite a journey since I joined you fellas.
Yes.
And now you and Dutch have joined high society. My Lord above.
Yeah, it seems so.
I think my days in polite society are over.
Well, I just saw Bill Williamson at a party at the San Denise's mayor's house. If he can do it, anyone can.
You get any leads?
Yeah, I think so.
You know so, Arthur Morgan. Come on. We need to talk. Mrs. Adler, will you excuse us?
When you gonna let me come robbing with you, Dutch?
My lord, a few more like her, we could take over the whole world.
Yeah. A few more like her, there wouldn't be much of a world left.
Yes, perhaps.
Now, the trolley bus station.
I went down there. I took a look at it. I think we can hit it.
I ain't never robbed in a city before.
Well, you leave the planning to me. You'll ride with me.
Always. Is it just you and me?
No, we'll need one more, I reckon.
I say Lenny.
Not Micah.
Well, that depends if you want a massacre or a payday.
No, I wish that there was something I could do to make the two of you get along better.
Well, that's easy. Make them change.
Very funny. What is that?
What the hell have they done to me?
Look, there in the tree line.
Everybody take cover! O'Driscoll boys are coming! Driscoll!
What's happening?
Driscoll's! Hold in here. Stay away from the window.
You too, Mr. Pearson.
Get inside fast. Come on, quick. Don't let anyone back through that door. Casualties?
Just hear it! At the moment.
Let's try and keep it there.
Whack it! Whack it!
Get him between the eyes!
We'll get down the rock!
Damn! What in God's name is going on? Run!
Getting overwhelmed! Fall back to the house! Falling back!
Damn! What in God's name is going on? We're on the run!
Just keep shooting! Fall back! Fall back! Back to the... Fall back to the house!
What in God's name is going on? We're on the run!
Just keep shooting!
Come on!
We'll find you!
Everyone stay calm! We need something in front of that door! Get those doors down pretty quick! Good! Now everyone, I got this. Get these windows covered quickly. John, you take the windows over there. Charles, you take the side doors there. Arthur, you take the windows in the back. Go!
We won't get through here! Find another way!
What the hell?
Is everyone... Is everyone accounted for?
I think.
I said, is everyone accounted for?
I don't know. I think.
Duchess kids don't look like much.
Sadie, I gotta go help her. Cover me!
Look what we got here. One of their whores.
Help me out here!
Hold on, girl. Sadie, I gotta go help her. Cover me!
Hey, we got us a lady over here!
Sadie, Sadie, I'm coming! Why didn't you get inside?
And miss all this? Come on, Arthur.
Now we go back. We need you in the house, Mrs. Adler.
Over there! They're in a skiff!
Sadie!
Over here. This door ain't locked.
Back toward the house, all right? They need us!
You okay?
Charles, come on! Cowards! The all of you!
Cowards!
We okay? I think so. Except for Karen here. Poor kid. Mr. Swanson, would you take this boy and bury him someplace near, but not too near?
Of course. Charles, help me with the body.
We need to get this place cleaned up. Mr. Pearson, Miss Grimshaw.
Already taking care of it. Come on now, work.
Colm O'Driscoll.
That man can really hate.
So can I, Arthur. So can I. We need to get moving. Away from here.
So we should start looking for another camp.
You ain't thinking big enough, Arthur. You ain't seeing the vastness of our problems and our opportunities.
I'm not sure I get you.
You will, son. You will. Meet me near the trolley station. We got work.
Shall we?
Yep.
He saved my life, and I could not save his. Mrs. Adler fought braver than any of us. She is driven by powerful forces I scarcely understand. That's what love has done to her, I guess.
Morning, Arthur.
You all right, Reverend?
Just trying to make sense of this. I'm scared.
Hi.
I'm sleeping, Arthur.
How are things with you? Bad. I hear that.
Yep. Faster! Hold your horse. Oh, that's it. Lane right there. Nice and the biggie. This what you want?
Keep your distance!
Enemies up. Hey! Let the man be.
God bless you, mister.
I'm gonna kill you, son.
Somebody help me!
Stop right there. You stop right now. Breathe a word of this to anyone and you'll be real sorry.
Oh, okay. In one ear, straight out the other. I promise.
Don't forget faces, my friend.
Please, God, no!
Get up.
Time to go, boy.
¡Arre, caballo!
What do you think?
Watch it!
You can cut that out right now.
Don't you know how to control that thing? What is the point of this?
No! You're not coming in the shop with your face covered. You, get that off, please. Yep. Me and Chief Lambert are real good friends. Take that off. Come on, I asked you nice. Get that damn thing off your face. Back when you're ready to spend. Okay, but know that I am watching you like a buzzard. Are you going to buy anything?
Very nice.
Look out!
Hey, have a can, would you?
Excuse me. Hello.
Hey, do I know you?
Mr. Well, I believe we've met.
We have?
At that ghastly party.
Oh, Evelyn Miller.
Unfortunately so, Mr.
Arthur Morgan, at least sometimes.
Can I say something rude?
Sure.
The mayor thinks you robbed him. To be clear, he wasn't very upset about it. He rather liked you.
Okay.
Do you, well, I mean to say, can you steal things?
Is there a reason you're asking me to incriminate myself, Mr. Miller?
Well, I'm sorry. Have you met? This is Rains Fall, a great chief, and his son, Eagle Flies.
Gentlemen?
Yeah, we saw you in the wagon train crossing the river at Cumberland Falls. And at the party, you were upstairs.
You have great powers of observation.
Yes, my people, if we are even a people anymore. We've fought hard. We've made peace treaties, and those treaties were broken. And we've been moved and punished and moved.
I'm sure.
And now I am told we are to be moved again.
Clearly contravening the peace treaty signed 3 years ago.
This will lead to war.
No, my son, will not. We cannot fight another war. They have got stronger, and we have become far weaker, Mr. Morgan.
It's bad business.
It's to do with oil. I know it is, but I need the proof. I believe there were some prospectors who were on their land a few months ago who have filed reports with Leviticus Cornwall and the state government claiming huge reserves of oil under their land.
So, you want me to try and steal it?
Obviously they can't. And even more obviously, I would be useless. Listen, I realize that it is a ridiculous request, but we're very desperate.
Now, I'm not a do-gooder, Mr. Miller. Gentlemen, I'm very sorry for your predicament, but I'm a working man. I got problems of my own.
We will pay you very handsomely, Mr. Morgan.
How much?
I told you, they're all mercenaries.
There's a price on my head in 2 states, my friend. The government doesn't like me any more than it does you. Like you, I've been running for as long as I can remember. And like you, my time here is nigh on done.
We understand, and we will pay.
Thank you.
You meet my son in a couple of days near Citadel Rock, just west of the oil fields.
Okay.
We are very grateful for your help.
Gentlemen, that appointment with the senator. We should head over there.
It's a waste of our time. And his.
We must try everything. Come along.
Hello, Mr. Miller. The counselor wants to apologize. He can see you now.
We've been waiting I don't know how long.
Or next month, if you'd like to reschedule.
Come. Perhaps the senator won't mind waiting.
That's enough. I must help the authorities. That's very
Hey, move it!
Déranger.
I think it's best if you left. Now get.
Okay, we'll handle it.
It's over.
Okay, fella.
Shit!
Now you leave me alone.
crazy?
What the hell's the matter with you?
Howdy.
Problem.
Attention! What do you do this? Damn lunatic.
Easy there.
What kind of ruffian are you? Mercy!
Ah, there you are, dear boy.
Yes, here I am.
Well, we're going to need to get you smartened up a bit.
Why?
Well, you can't play at the tables on a Lannahechee riverboat looking like this.
You can't?
Not if you want to fit in so well that no one will realize you're there to rob the place. Now, come on.
Are we still doing that?
Of course. We're going to fix you up so fine no one will notice a thing.